Hey everyone, it's Sendoh, and once again we've just woken up to a new Counter-Strike update. Yep, the CS2 dev team has actually been putting in work these past few days, and there are some changes in this patch the community has been asking for ever since the game launched around 2 years ago. So today we're going to go over the small patch notes and a piece of news about the #1 skin in all of CS2, which was just sold and not for the price you'd expect. But before we begin, here's a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Keydrop, the leading case opening platform. Open all kinds of themed cases, upgrade your skins, and take part in exciting battles. And wait, that's not all. By using the code sendoh, not only do you get a bonus when depositing money on the site, but you also get access to all kinds of giveaways, with thousands of dollars in prizes. You'll find the link to my code and the giveaways in the description below. And most importantly, it's only for those over 18 and with money you can afford to spend. Always play responsibly. No fun, no game. As always, let's start with the patch notes. A few days ago, a video went viral where players were able to use the scout to get info from mid and then return the weapon. Well, that's now been patched, it no longer works. On another note, with just 1 month left in the amazing Season 2 of Premier Mode, the global ranking has just been activated. Now we can see the nicknames of the world's top cheaters. With that in place, it wouldn't be surprising if in the next few days we start seeing people promoting cheat software or configs again, just like what happened back in Season 1. I also want to remind you that after the Austin Major ends, the transition to Premier Season 3 will begin. We'll be getting a commemorative medal for those who've played, and it will have a specific color depending on your highest elo and number of wins. Switching gears, this latest CS2 patch brought 2 unexpected changes that people have been asking for since the CS2 beta launched. They finally fixed the sticker bug on the wood part of the AK-47. As many of you know, in CSGO the sticker would show up completely, but in CS2 it appeared cut off due to the model's geometry. A lot of people had been asking for a fix, since it made many skin crafts look terrible. Most had already accepted that it would never be changed, but it's finally back to how it was in Global Offensive. Another long requested feature was to show the skin rarity color in the HUD, just like it was in CSGO, and they've added it back in this latest patch. You'll find the option in the HUD section, where you can choose whether to see all weapons with a grey outline or with the rarity color. Honestly, both of these changes are kind of minor because it doesn't matter how visible your sticker is if Jimmy shows up with an aimbot to ruin your match, but still, it gives us a glimmer of hope. If they've implemented some community requests, it wouldn't be that surprising to eventually see other missing features from CSGO return, like clan tags, the community server browser, game modes, maps, and more. We know Valve is currently working on a completely new animation system for CS2, aiming to improve server performance and polish the sub-tick system. They're also working on making bullet registration feel as satisfying as it did in CSGO. So yeah, seeing that they're slowly listening to the community, we might actually get more positive changes in the coming months. That said, I'll say it again, all of this is nice, but we still need a proper anti-cheat system. To wrap up today's video, I just want to touch on the story of the #1 skin in all of CS2. Just a few days ago, a new skin with the lowest float in the entire game popped up in the database after 5 months of nothing. When people saw that it belonged to a new player from China, they expected he'd get some advice on how to sell it and for how much. But unfortunately, the exact opposite happened. A US-based trader bought the rarest skin in the whole game from him for just a Dragon Lore and a $600 Karambit, totaling around $14,000. What's worse is that the guy actually had another offer for $27,000, but he went with the $14,000 one because he thought the Dragon Lore was cooler. That trader just made a massive profit margin because the actual value of that skin could be anywhere from $36,000 to $50,000. In my Spanish channel, I made a YouTube short about it, and I was honestly shocked by people's reactions. A lot of folks said it wasn't a bad deal, that $14,000 is a lot of money and he should be happy, because yeah, it's an ugly weekly drop skin, but truthfully, there's a huge lack of knowledge about the CS2 skin market. What makes this skin special isn't how good it looks, it's the wear pattern. It's a unique skin in the game with the lowest float in all of CS2. That's what gives it value and makes it a collector's item. The previous top skin sold for $50,000, so obviously this one could have fetched a similar price, maybe even more. And what's worse is that some traders are defending the buyer, saying it was the kid's responsibility to accept or decline the offer even though he had a $27,000 one. In the end, if you're new and have no idea about the skins, an offer with a Dragon Lore and a Karambit is going to seem way more appealing than one that includes a Kato 2014 sticker capsule, even if one is worth $14,000 and the other $27,000. The kids simply didn't know. Sure, $14,000 is a lot of money, but that's not the real value of the skin, and obviously the trader knew exactly what he was doing. While some people see it as a guy making $14,000 from an ugly weekly drop skin, the reality is that a new player lost $36,000 just because he didn't know the real value of what he had. Honestly, I just find the situation sad, because while some see it as a win, he actually lost double or even triple what he made. But hey, according to some people, who cares? He can buy a good PC and get some games with that money. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest in CS2. I'm Sendoh and I'll see you next time.